I'm Grant.
And I'm Nivea.
And today we'll be addressing addiction.
In recent years, the American public has grown increasingly concerned about issues like opioid abuse and technology overuse.
So Nivea and I want to speak with students and professionals on addiction prevention and recovery.
Quite honestly, addiction to me, when I think of the word addiction, I think of crackheads. Vaping, people who use drugs like daily, like 24/7.
Addiction, it's never good, but it doesn't always have to be to drugs or anything related to that matter. It can be related to other things too, like food.
Social media, they don't get help, and if they're not receiving that kind of help, it's just gonna turn out bad. Like the number one issue with addiction, and if people are trying to stop addiction, is that they don't have that kind of support.
Some of these factors that go into that create these walls and these different difficulties that when they don't understand or they're not taught or they're not in a safe place where they can express or they feel they're going to be judged or something, then they tend to act out and try to get relief in a lot of different ways.
You should try to be more understanding to why this is happening, why they're doing drugs in the first place or why they're being addicted to whatever, because it's a lot more complex than just they want to be cool or whatever.
I manage the Chandler Coalition on Youth Substance Abuse, prevention, intervention, and treatment, not only of substance, but of major high-risk behavior. The one thing that has always been the most power in moving the needle has always been compassion. How does that look? Well, that depends on the people. I'm not talking about something that's unhealthy. I'm talking about caring. Because you can put a lot of things there, whether it's marijuana, whether it's bulimia, spending too much time on social media. Let's focus on the healthiness of how it's affecting you, your relationships, and the world around you.
Be willing to give help and do it correctly.
Help them go through the process. You have to look at it from their perspective, and you have to treat them the way they want to be treated, per se. Not the way you want to help them, the way they need help.
One key conclusion that we found after speaking with students and professionals is that no one is immune to some form of addiction.
If you're struggling, we encourage you to talk to someone you trust. We don't want you caught up in a cycle of shame because there's always a way out.
And if a friend of yours is in trouble, don't be afraid to reach out. Having compassion for yourself and others is the best way to live golden.